action. Good evening, Renton. How are y'all tonight? We made it. Ashley, we are here for episode 40. Can you believe that? Who would have thunk that?
I can't believe it.
Right? Who would have thunk that almost a year ago, our country, our world, actually, worldwide pandemic, hello, and here we are entertaining each other via Zoom. Episode 40 tonight. So congratulations to the chamber.
Weeks.
Let me give you a round of applause. 40 weeks. So, and to the man behind the curtain, Farid with Shutter Sauce. Bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Ashley, what's been going on in the last week since we had our last chamber check-in?
Well, not too much. I'm going to tell you guys about some of the same things. And all of you have had lessons now, not just one lesson, but lessons plural about how to find chamber events and things that are happening in the city. We'll talk about what's happening on February 18th. So February 18th is our diversity, equity, and inclusion community conversation. And this is going to be a conversation facilitated by Anita Horn, who everyone knows and loves. She is going to be facilitating the conversation between our three panelists, Diane Dobson, the Renton CEO or Chamber CEO, and Zenobia Harris, who is the Kent Chamber CEO, and Andrea Ray, who is the Seattle Southside Chamber CEO. So we're going to be hearing about why these workshops and trainings and classes that the Chamber will be offering are so important. And this is a great tool and resource for our small business community in Renton. A lot of small businesses don't have opportunities that, bigger corporations do to learn and have access to tools that they can use to, better their hiring practices or better even the customer's experience in their shop or, with their clients. So this is a great resource for people to take advantage of. And so I hope that you guys join us on February 18th. That'll be from 4 to 5:30.
4 to 5:30. So we have a little bit of a freeze situation. Ashley's playing the freeze dance in her cool hip pad. She's the music must have stopped because she had to freeze. So Ashley, hit us up again. That was from 4 to 5:30.
Yes, on February 18th. It's virtual, so you can join us from anywhere in the city. All you have to do is register using the link on our events page, www.gorenton.com. Find that calendar of events and you can register there.
Yeah, I love that calendar events.
It's really helpful. It gets updated every single day. So you guys can always check that calendar for our current events and happenings and things going on in the city and things happening with our membership. Next up, I want to share that the Chamber still has food trucks outside on Tuesday and Thursday. So every single Tuesday, we can have dinner with Pecos Pit from 4 to 8 p.m. and then lunch every Thursday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we have rotating food trucks that'll be coming to serve us lunch. And you can also see that calendar events on our Facebook page and on our, all of these are posted with the menus and some food trucks that'll be coming in March to look forward to on our, guess where, Jen? It's posted on the Chamber events calendar.
I was going to say on the events calendar, of course. Yes. So I am excited.
I didn't know if I had lagged a bit and didn't want to.
Well, there it goes.
She's so good at that. How does she do it?
It's the freeze dance.
I don't know how she does it. Let's take a lot. It's a lot of practice.
Are you ice cold? Because you are freezing tonight. So we heard you. The last part of it is that we can find that on the events
Oh,
page.
I don't know what you guys.
Yeah. So there you have it. I love it. So Ash, this is a big Thursday coming up, right? For the food truck tomorrow, correct? She's froze, Farid. What do we do?
Yes.
She,
Yep.
she's-
Tomorrow. Yeah, you are correct.
So we have Dick's, the and there's no fries with that, right? Is that correct, Ash? We don't get fries.
Dick's Burgers and Shakes.
That's right. Got it.
No fries.
No fries. All right.
Just shakes and burgers.
All right. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
tomorrow. Perfect. And I'm
That's
excited
tomorrow.
because I am one of those people that I'm not a huge, I'm excited about that. Go for those first.
No, I totally thought you were going to say I'm one of those people who ordered a set of mugs from the Urban Market website.
2 sets. Oh, can I make an announcement, please?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Go for it. You go.
I was number 1 on the Urban Market cash out to get 2 sets of my Renton mugs with my coordinates because I am that cool. Yes. I love those mugs.
You are that cool. Yeah. And I did just dance, so I hope I froze during that.
You definitely froze during that.
Yeah, these are great mugs. Well, everyone, these are on the Urban Market website. You can buy them now, local pickup, and I'll chat with you once you order them. Okay, great.
Oh, totally. So not only do we get these awesome mugs, but since we pick them up, we get to actually talk to you in person at a distance with our mask.
True. That's right.
Buy the mug.
From 6 feet away, you have to catch the mug.
Yeah, buy those mugs. It's worth the conversation.
Oh, $35 for a conversation with Ashley and email chain. How fun.
Hey, it's cheaper than my therapy.
Me too. Oh, well, you were going to say something before I rudely interrupted you with my mugs. You were going to tell me something. You were one of those people.
Well, first off, I am one of those people that got to purchase my mugs on the Urban Market, which I have mad respect for, and what you do with that. But also, I actually treated, we are no stranger to the Rain City Catering food truck or the curbside pickup, but the Spencer House has got Valentine's Day on lock. I'm not kidding you. Like, did you guys peep that menu? Seriously? Yeah. I can't wait.
I know.
I saw it on the lineup, and I had to give a mad shout out to Rain City Catering and their crew there for keeping us well fed during this pandemic.
Yeah, no, super delicious. I was actually checking out a bunch of members' Valentine's Day specials and kind of curating a list of ways to celebrate love this month, because a ton of our small businesses have different specials. Like Rain City Catering has a dinner for 2, and they have a dessert box for 2 that you can also order.
The red tea room, right? Like this, seriously. Yeah. There is no lack of love food in Renton at this time. That's for sure.
No, there's so many opportunities, and there's so many opportunities for you to show your love to local and small businesses. No matter how you're celebrating, it's a month of giving your love to your community. Look at it that way.
That's right. I totally agree with it. Hey, can we just mention something? I saw it on the old social media today. So if it's on the interweb, it must be true, right?
Obviously.
Let's talk about filling that window full of hearts down at Sparkle. Shut up, right? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darling. So you can actually cruise by Sparkle, and you get to write on a heart and place it in the window what you love about Renton, or I think even just a kind message, isn't it? It doesn't have to be, a long drawn out story, but wow, I love that she's always inspiring us to be our best, and cute idea. I'm going down tomorrow for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to write things that you love about Renton. So that could be people in Renton, places in Renton, reasons why our community is so wonderful and our city is great. We could have a whole hour. We could make another whole hour starting at 6:12 of reasons that we love our community and love Renton. But
We could. I think it's fun. I love to see these things keep happening. That's for sure.
me too. And also Wildwood Creative, I saw, has a virtual maker meetup that's happening on Valentine's Day, and it's totally free. You can do your crafts at home with a bunch of other crafters. So we would be on a Zoom call just like this, working on our own individual crafts, and totally virtual, hosted by Wildwood Creative.
I love it. Tawny does such a great job. That shop is adorable. I just feel so guilty. I don't know how to sew. But is it weird that I want every piece of fabric in there? You know?
No, it's not weird because she curates the cutest fabric.
I just want to be like, Tawny, hey, sew me something. And she
Well, when she was on the show, she even was wearing a dress that she had made the pattern for. So
yeah.
you could always show your love to someone else or to yourself and get a class from Wildwood as well. She actually rents out sewing machines there. So if you're not sure that it's a hobby you want to spend money or commit to right away, she can ease you into it.
That's a great point. That is something that I would do. I would be like, okay, I'm going all in. I'm headed to this store. I'm getting my machine and it's sitting underneath my desk. I think that's fantastic. That's the way to go. And with her demeanor and her personality and the other cool cats that come to her classes, you know what? It's a great way to try it out. I love it.
No, I literally just today was going through, there's so many different ways to support the local businesses. Like I recently learned at the virtual talk that the city of Renton held, the Renton's Brews and Craft Brews and Ciders. I learned that Puget Sound Cider Company actually has free delivery, 2-bottle minimum purchase, but free delivery within 10 miles of downtown, which blew my mind.
10 miles? That's significant.
That stuff is delicious.
Yeah, it is delicious. Oh, that was one of my favorite shows when we got to taste the cider. Oh, she froze. Oh, there she is. She's back. Yeah, froze again. That's okay. You kind of look like the bunny taking his prom picture.
Oh, it's not bunny time yet, but I'll still take it.
Not yet. Yeah. So yeah, that was a good one. That cider is delicious.
Yes, it is.
What else you got, kiddo?
Well, we were talking about how this is our 40th episode. So I do kind of want to make an ask to our viewership.
Oh, okay. I'm with you. Let's ask.
So we've been doing this for 40 weeks. Every single week, you guys have let us into your home on the reg, guys. And we want you to continue letting us in. REG, regular. And we want to know what kind of stuff you want to see. Is there an industry that you're curious or fascinated about and want to know what the behind the scenes look like? Do you have a business that you want to know what's going on inside, especially since COVID is going on still and we're in the middle of this pandemic and we can't really go anywhere? Are there places that you want to see? I know I would love it if we did a tour of a certain museum in our city on Renton Live, but do you want to do crafts with us? Do you want to see talent on the show? There's so many different things and we have so many different people in this community. So we'd love to have some input from you guys who watch us every single week, so that we can highlight these, great corners of Renton.
I think that's fantastic, Ashley. I think that it's a good time, especially as we're on the roadmap to recovery. Businesses are perking up and, switching gears, fingers crossed that it's all forward positive momentum from here on out. But I agree with you. You've, even though you're froze, I'll still keep talking. We've had a lot of fun. I've been so honored to be a part of Renton Live and have been able to do some of the most fun interviews, silly shenanigans, quirkiness. But again, I'd love to hear from the people that are watching it. And or sometimes bad news is good news. If you can tell us maybe why you don't watch it, like was there something that, is it too long, is it too short, is it the time? All that feedback's very valuable. But one of the things that brings excitement to me is knowing that we're in a forward motion to, be able to get out there and actually, being mindful, socially distance, and taking the precautions, getting inside. Some of my favorite things were when we were with the breweries and we got to see the inside workings and also hear those stories of what it takes to be, a business owner, an entrepreneur. It's fascinating. And on the other side of that, I learned a lot about the chamber. So, the chamber is not only a place where you can pick up maps about where what you can find to do in the city and your local attractions, things like that. It's been amazing finding out all of the intricate details and the time and effort that goes into those that are chamber members. There was also, Ashley, I want you to help me remember if the talk has passed or if it's still coming up or when they happen, those opportunities for potential business owners to sit in and listen, what kind of benefits the chamber will bring them. And then right down to the chip in campaign. It was hard at that moment when that campaign, went live. I felt a very desperate time. We saw a lot of desperation. We saw a lot of sadness in the windows that we walk by on a daily basis. And to know that those businesses that were fighting just as hard and struggling, or the people that made the donation, whether it was $1 or 100 or more, the difference that it made, and the difference in the pride in your community. You need to shop local as if your city depends on it. And that is a true statement. Your city does depend on it.
It does. No, you're 100% right, Jen.
I'm off my soapbox.
No, and it's we try to have fun, and we've covered some topics on this show too. Like we've touched on some things, but we always try to bring levity to situations and educate people and bring more awareness or maybe another perspective. And at the chamber this last year, we lost 50 businesses. That's doors closed for good. And that's just in our membership, not in our city or in our county or in our state, or COVID has been non-discriminant, and we don't want to see the doors close anymore. So like Jen said, your city does depend on you guys shopping local. And we did mention a couple businesses at the beginning, but there's a ton more, and we hope to continue featuring them on this show also.
Yes.
So if you have some businesses that you want to see featured, I do see the chat box. You guys are already telling us things that you'd love to see, which is wonderful. Please send those to our email so that I can have them organized and sort through them a little bit better. That would be great. I would appreciate it.
So Ashley took up a second language. It's called robot. Oh, actually, she froze. She's really not speaking robot. So to your point, Ash, you want to hear that, you see it in the chat, you want those emails, don't just do it tonight. Think about it, noodle on that stuff. Honestly, any information is good information. Silence is kind of like, well, that's the ultimate in, all right, we kind of, yeah, it's like, but we want to, pick up what you're putting down. So, those fun things, what about that dragon that shows up every now and then, right?
Oh my gosh, right? We love her.
Come on. Yeah.
And something, Erasmus has his own YouTube channel, and one of my favorite comments I think on YouTube ever was someone commented on an Erasmus video. Ooh, say that 5 times fast while you're freezing. that this kind of skit was the thing that made them proud to be from Renton. And so if you know people doing weird stuff that want to share it, or artists that need to be put in the spotlight, tell them to come hang out with us for a little bit and we can talk about their art or watch their process. We just want to know what's going on in the community and engage with you guys and share it. So
Love
the
it.
more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
And also, I know that we're going to get a bunch of emails that are like, Ashley's internet sucks, and that's why we don't watch the show. So I'm expecting those.
Damn you, internet. It's always a risk, Ash. I mean, come on. Sometimes let's just face it. Have you ever been in a Zoom meeting where you did that? You're just like, just so you people think that you froze. You don't have to participate. Oh, I would never do that. And she did it.
Word of advice, don't do it in front of a ceiling fan because then you're giving away.
Oh, see, smarter than the average bear. I like that. I like that. There it is. Anything else for the good of the order tonight?
Oh man. Well, we are going to be taking next week off. So that's an announcement that we're making now. Next week, Renton Live team is taking a little week off. So we'll be back in your lives and back to you on the reg, February 17th.
On the regular. On the regular. I like it. Yeah, a hiatus, a little hiatus, right? So we hope that while we are regrouping, that you're putting your fingers to the keyboard, however you can get the information to us. Like I said, we want to hear from you. And also, if you want to, which would be cool, we've asked you lots of times, was to be liking, subscribing, bell button or all, so that you can catch up with us if the live isn't working for you, or you want to skip an episode. I think that moving forward, we'd like to have the episodes of what to expect out there, so that whether I gotta this is one I want to get, and hopefully that we can bring to you what our community is wanting and enjoying watching.
Right. We're here to serve you guys. We're just a group of volunteers that the chamber oversees who really love this community, and we love hanging out and engaging with you guys. So keep hanging out with us. We're not just volunteers. I saw your face. It was in slow motion though.
I'm not getting paid for this?
Well, I mean, I'm getting paid in pickles. I get
I love pickles. I love pickles. No, honestly, one of the biggest paychecks for me has been, people I know or don't know say, hey, I saw you on Renton Live and you're goofy. And I'm like, hey, I got it. You guessed it. It's been really great. And I've gotten to spend a lot of really fantastic time with people in my community that do some pretty great stuff. So that's worth it to me. How's that?
I think that's why the whole team's doing it. We're all a bunch of weirdos who really love Renton. So if you really love Renton, you're our people.
You're our people. Right on.
Yeah.
You know what? If everybody that loved Renton had one of those mugs and we all took a drink at the same time, imagine what could happen. I don't know.
It'd be pretty powerful.
It'd be powerful. Yep.
You two could be the owner of a set of mugs just like Jennifer Spencer.
Yes. Jennifer Spencer is a hoarder. She's got 2 sets of mugs. Actually, I have to tell you something. My father-in-law loves going to chambers. When we travel in our trailer, and we usually go with my in-laws once or twice a year. And the first place when we hit the destination, my father-in-law looks for is the Chamber of Commerce. And I never knew why. And it was mind blowing to him this last June during the pandemic that they were closed. I mean, he was devastated. How could the Chamber of Commerce be closed? They know everything. Well, little did I know they do. It was quite interesting to me when they were in the building, but you couldn't go in person. All that I had to do was, I'm the co-pilot. My husband Ryan, he drives the truck and trailer, and I say, "Hi, we're in town, and we wanted to know where your longest parking stalls are." And lo and behold, that chamber person tells me. It is a valuable asset. So yes, a set of those mugs will be going to Surprise, Arizona for my in-laws. So yes, they are original Rentonites. They were born and raised here. So now they can't really do the cold, and they're loving life underneath that blue sky. So yeah. Oh, and really.
Makes sense. I'm not made for sunshine, but I understand why people like it. Actually, you bring up a great point.
Great point.
Oh, you do bring up a great point, and hopefully my internet connection isn't too unstable. You, if you're going on a trip and you're unsure or have questions about the area, reach out to that city's Chamber of Commerce. Seriously, we get questions all day long about different things. Like, you would not, if you want to have an interesting day, come sit and answer the phones with us at the chamber, because any question that you could ever think of about the city of Renton, people call in and ask us. And it's another great tool that you guys could use while traveling to find out about different businesses or things going on in that city. But if you have a question, call the chamber in any city. That's a great point, Jen.
It is a great point. So I work for the city. Most of you know that watch and see us do interviews with the recreation and neighborhoods, and as well as other departments and divisions. However, some of the funniest and best moments for me is doing exactly what Ashley says: answer the phone. If you want an education, I mean, and I'm not talking a 4-year, degree. I'm talking like a life education. You may answer the phone in customer service, and only to be asked, what time do the geese get to Coulon?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've also been called where people get us confused with like community resources because we're the community center. And I've been asked, well, what time is midnight mass? I don't know, midnight? So yes, I actually, after this pandemic is over and it is safe to be, I'm going to volunteer for that because I can't wait.
Oh my gosh, the questions that we get and the people that we get to talk to. I've made friends over the phone during this pandemic because people call and they have a question and I am set on finding them an answer. So usually I'll have to go research a little bit and then call them back, and it's been really fun. So keep calling in, people.
Yep. And I know that goes a long way with somebody like my father-in-law, a senior who, just had to recently give up the flip phone because they don't make them anymore. He will not use the internet, but he is looking for a voice on the other end of that phone. So people like you and your crew at the chamber, they're doing a lot of good in more ways than just, giving out maps and telling people where to go.
True. We give out maps and mugs.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mugs. It's all about the mugs.
Yes. Well, I heard that the time.
You did. It is 6:30. Half hour spent with you was the best half hour of my day. So thank you.
I'd have to agree. This is pretty great.
Well, I want to thank
spent with you and our community. So thanks, guys.
Yep. So don't forget, give us your feedback. If you have friends that that have watched it, encourage them to send feedback. The chamber wants to hear from you. I want to tell the man behind the curtain to have a great week off. Is he awake?
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I was on mute. Thank you. We're going to take a little bit of a break, come back, refreshed, ready to rock and roll.
Rock and roll. All right, my dear friends. hopefully that inbox is full with splendid ideas and we get back at this. Are you teasing us or did you freeze?
Yeah, you guys are already sending stuff in, so I love you all. Not. I probably froze and I'm not teasing you.
Okay. So you froze in a really beautiful position. That's why I had to ask, because usually it's. You ready to say goodbye, Ashley, for tonight?
No, it wasn't. I didn't do it on purpose. Yeah, I am. I'm done, guys.
All right. Well, Renton, we hope you have a rockin' awesome rest of your week. If you can be anything, be kind. See you next time. Bye.